A Bellaire landlord is now facing charges because he tried to evict a woman who hasn't paid rent for 4 months. Wayne Price says the woman moved into the house at 625 Ravine Street in September when her mother moved out. She apparently told Price she was getting out of an abusive marriage and would only stay a few days. Let's go live to DK Wright in the 7 newsroom with what happened then. DK.
Well, Catherine, it's 4 months later and she's still there. Wayne Price said since she does have a baby, he wouldn't evict her before Christmas, but he told her to be gone by December 27th. Well, this week on Tuesday, he went just to make sure she was gone, and they both got a surprise.
There was no cars here. We knocked and knocked and knocked on this door and banged for over 5 minutes. No one answered. I looked and I seen that the locks had been changed. So I told my friend, I said, I guess she's gone.
Without a key, they debated whether to break a window or force the door.
So my friend kicked the door in, and then we heard, I'm in here, I'm in here.
At that point, Price said the woman yelled something that made them stop.
She yells, I'm naked, I'm naked. And what she had done is went in and ripped her shirt off.
She then called Bellaire police, saying that men were breaking into her house.
That's what we would call a hot call, and officers responded to the scene.
Police finally learned it was a landlord evicting a tenant, but in the pandemic, you can't do that.
There is a moratorium in the state of Ohio on eviction notices and process.
They say Price didn't follow eviction protocol and go through the courts, and they say he, quote, kept yelling and carrying on. In the end, he was jailed for breaking and entering and disorderly conduct.
This is a very scary moment for any landowner.
I feel for any landlord who wants to retrieve their rent. They have bills, they have mortgages, but you just cannot take the law into your own hand, showing up, kicking in doors.
Price is going through cancer treatments and says the handcuffs hurt his wrists.
My wrists are like bones, and they put those cuffs on me so tight that I dropped to my knees and begged him to please lighten it. I said, my wrist is a bone.
Handcuffs are not built for comfort. I tell everybody that.
No one is happy with this ending. The police think Price owes them an apology for things he said, including calling them racists. Price says it's ironic that he is charged with breaking into his own house and the squatter isn't in trouble at all. And that woman says she has trouble of her own.
I'm obviously, because of him kicking in my door and scaring my children, I'm going to get out as quickly as possible, but it still takes time. I'm going to reach out and, I guess, move back into my abusive husband's house.
An unhappy outcome all around in Bellaire.
Police say there's a pamphlet available at the city building. It outlines the rights of landlords and tenants and how to go about doing an eviction. They say doing it that way could have avoided all this. DK Wright, live in the 7 newsroom, working for you.